Hey folks, we're back with a new video with a new forecast this week, guys. The few weeks has been a very nice week. The market has been up and down as always, guys. And this week, I'm super excited because we were able to forecast last 2 weeks and last week, and this week I'm bringing you a brand new series of pairs that you have not actually seen me analyze, or maybe I've done it in the past, but they are like new pairs I just put in my watch list for the week, guys. And one thing I've noticed about my analysis, or the thing that makes us stand out, that makes CFX stand out, is that on every analysis, on every video that we do analysis, I tend to teach other than just analyze. I teach other than analyze. You can go straight and verify, go to our Telegram community at CFX and see what's going on there. For yourself, you notice that I analyze and teach alongside. You can see, sorry, there was a delay because of the network. The last video we did post on here was a few like 10 days ago actually. And if you watch the video very well, you notice how I was teaching religiously all these things, guys. So yeah, I made a withdrawal last week, which is also there. Nice. And yeah, last week I had a series of trade that got me stopped out, move in my favor, re-entry, and all of that. So this week we are back with another video, we are back with another series on analysis, and I'm going to be teaching a few things, but I want to be very fast and stay put, and let's get right into it, guys. Okay, starting with AUDUSD, we did AUDUSD analysis. We started from the monthly. I think the last video we did start from the monthly. I showed you how to identify key levels of resistance and all of that. And coming in at 0.69 flat is a key level based on the monthly levels. Drop it out to the weekly time frame, you find out that we had a similar pattern where which I described last week, that we had this bearish engulfing pattern right here, we had this bearish engulfing pattern right here, and then I asked, is history going to repeat itself from this level? You see that there are a lot of sellers from that particular zone, and some persons did say yes, some persons did say no, but for me, I said that I think that history is going to repeat itself. Then I'm going to be focusing more on sales, because I cannot see a bearish engulfing pattern on a bearish market and try to look for buys. Now, how do I know that is a bearish market? Because I can obviously see that we have series of lower highs and lower lows and all of that. So if you take a Fibonacci for the last swing, obviously so many persons will see this. I would of course see this as the last swing and see that price is trying to just retrace back to the 100%. But if you want to take it probably from this swing up here, which is also fair, it's also fair. You can take a Fibonacci from anywhere you want, but make sure you are using swing highs and swing lows as it implies. Okay, we see that price just came to the 61.8, taking it from this high up here, which is like a very significant high for price. So price is taking that, or sorry, I'm looking at my price is taking 61.8 as a level to like collapse from. And if you look at it closely, you find out it was the previous area of resistance, and price came into it again and it's resisted and it's dropping, guys. All right, now what do we think price is going to do for the coming week? Pay attention to the candlestick, guys. Very important. Candlestick says a lot. Now if you look at these two candles from last week, you notice they have long wicks to the upside. They closed bearish, and then they have little wick to the downside, which means that at this point in time there are a lot of selling pressure. If you want to know more about candlesticks, you can try to get the candlestick trading bible. You find the anatomy of candlesticks right there. Let's drop down to the daily time frame, guys. Now from the daily perspective, oh man, my network is actually very slow. Now still on learning the candlestick patterns. It's very important that you know every candlestick and what they represent. Like some persons up here, they might not really know what this represents. I knew for sure what it represents. I saw this as a fakey setup one. Secondly, I saw it as an inside bar and then a break of inside bar, and then the market collapsed. But I was watching closely this resistance up here because I felt like price was really going to tank. You can go on YouTube to check out my video where I actually forecast AUDUSD, saying that I expected the price to push all the way here before we will see the drop. It's there on YouTube. and I might actually put the link in the description so you can go through it and understand what I was looking at. I actually called the market, not like, yeah, I'm not showing off, guys. I'm just showing you what the possibility of actually understanding certain things in the market. So I called it where the price was just here, and I said that it's paper price to come here before we could see any drop. And that's how many pips, how many pips, how many pips. Let's assume from here, that's like 700 pips call out, guys. And did I make money on the buy side? Yes, a lot. Now to the downside, where do I think price is going next? Right now we are bouncing at a significant level of support based on trend line. We are at 1, 2, and we are actually bouncing. Now so many persons want to take buys off of the trend line. Cool, but be careful taking buys. It should not be a long time buy. I don't expect price to move all the way from here and take out these highs. Why? Because I can see a shift in structure already. So structure is king, structure is king, structure is king. I can already see a shift in structure. Let me explain that, because that's what makes us outstanding with our analysis. We teach alongside. Now we have an impulse up from M pattern, what they call double top. We dropped, created a lower high point lower than this high, coming into the neckline, and then we created a lower low because it's lower than this low. Although the candles are actually closing above this zone right about now, they've been closing above it, which sells last week on lower time frames as well. They're currently closing above the zone of previous areas of what we can see close that we have it as resistance, support, 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 and now it's currently like testing that area very, very well. Now drop it down to the 4 hours. Drop it down to the 4 hours, guys. What you find out is that, let's see what the 4 hours has for us. What you find out is that the market has literally shifted from an uptrend to a downtrend. I can literally have a line connecting this lower high points like a trend line. So just in case market pulls all the way back up, I remember last week where I called out this level. I said, okay, I had the Fibonacci from A to B. It's as simple as that. A, B, C, 50%, and 50% was also aligning with 0.7 flat. And I was like, okay, I would expect the price to tank from there. Boom, and we had the tank. We went back up to retest it before it then dropped, which means that we have had the market done so really nice impulse correction and another impulse to the downside. I consider this to be an impulse to the downside. So what do we see right now? Right now I think we are having another retracement to the upside based off of the 4 hours time frame. What should you do? Take a Fibonacci from bottom, from top to bottom, and see where the price can potentially reverse to. What do we mean? Look for areas of confluence. Areas of confluence. Now if you look closely, let me try to identify an area of confluence. Firstly, I would want to identify this area as previous area of support, because price tested and closed above, and it was tested as resistance here. So 38.2 is aligning closely. 0.69 flat is aligning closely. I cannot tell you the exact price, but if I drop down to the 2 hours time frame, I'm not a magician, guys. I cannot tell you the exact price where price is going to turn and start coming back down. But I think if price should keep pushing up, these are levels that I should pay attention to. This zone right here, support, resistance, drop. So the price should pull all the way back up. I'm going to anticipate for you to drop to the downside. So not to make the video too long.